Yo, what's up, everybody? Lawler here. During this past weekend, while I was out of town, the Salt Mine Atlantic draft went down. 6 North America teams, 6 European teams, all drafted by captains or managers. And if you're a North American fan, get out your copium because it was rough. What's up, everybody? Lawler here, inside source for all things Rocket League. Going to be covering this Salt Mine Atlantic draft, a little bit of a North America versus European showdown, which was really excited, put on by Johnny Boy. $27,000 prize pool, and North America got clapped. Some more than others. Shout out to Dazzrin. But we had 12 teams, 6 NA, 6 EU, and it went horribly for North America. We're going to showcase the teams, talk about the results, and put on some highlight moments for y'all just so you guys can, if you didn't get to see, get a showcase of the entire event and all the excitement that happened in the meantime. A lot of fun reactions, a lot of fun things going on with the different captains, obviously streaming their own perspectives, but ultimately a fun NA versus EU show match. And it just showcased how terrible some people are at drafting teams, which again, all in good fun. So with that said, we've got our participants. We got Team Cole, Team Shogun, Team Johnny Boy, Team Jesse, Team Razmathor, Team Smellsworth, Team Dazzrin, Team T-Bates, Team Roldiz, Rizzo, Athena, and Sizz. And their teams are all being showcased right now on stream. Who is where, what is where. And some of these do look pretty good on paper. You look at some of these rosters and like, yeah, on paper, this looks pretty dang solid. Except for a couple that we'll point out, and we'll get to that. But we're gonna just kind of talk openly on this. The way that it ended up working out, for those that don't know, is these were done in different rounds of kind of like a round robin where every single team played every single team. The only thing that could not happen is that North America could not play North America and Europe could not play Europe. Now, to the copium part of the video, a couple things to keep in mind. There is a lot of top tier talent, both from North America and Europe, that were not competing. A lot of players either didn't feel like playing or didn't want to sign up or didn't get drafted, a bunch of different things like that. So it's not like we got the full extent of all this. At the same time, these are also not full-blown teams. This is kind of like your six-mans, where it is random drafted teams working together, and sometimes that'll work better than other results. But that is not to say that there is an excuse for North America being in the bottom 6. Literally every single North American team did the worst. And that's pretty awful to look at. And by they, I mean Europe, has the rightful way to hold this over North America's heads for quite a while. And everybody can say, like, just wait till land, wait till our actual teams play, blah, blah. Like, there's been a Reddit post, a bunch of comments of people trying to say, hey, like, well, you just wait for these things. But ultimately, North America got smacked, mollywopped, destroyed. Other words that aren't good about how they're performing. Now, based upon all the results, kind of explain how this all went down as a total for North America and Europe. I'm going to give you the tallies of the overall results based upon wins, losses, and draws. So, based upon the results of everything, North America had 4 wins, 16 losses, and 16 draws. As for Europe, obviously you do the opposite. 16 wins, 4 losses, and 16 draws, which pretty rough. There was a tiebreaker though for Europe, based upon tiebreakers were like game differential and everything else. Because both Cole and Razmathor tied, they ended up using the tiebreaker home server goals. So anytime they played on European servers, whoever scored more goals for their team on that ended up advancing. In this case, it was Cole. Now, some fun facts for North America here based upon the results. Sometimes draws are better, and in this circumstance for both Roldiz and Athena getting 4 draws, 1 win, and 1 tie, they ended up placing better than T-Bates, who actually ended up getting 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. And that applies to a lot of different teams. But as for Dazzrin, not getting a single point is pretty rough. Just 6 losses. That's what happens when you pick a bunch of third mans, Dazzrin. You need someone who can score. And yeah, things did not go well. The best part about this, and you should be seeing highlights throughout this entire video, of the North American captains kind of sinking into madness. If you go back and watch any of their streams, towards the tail end, they kind of give their reactions of things, and then going through the realization, or as Johnny put it perfectly in this clip,
trending. Like everything would be trending on Twitter right now if NA had done what EU's just done. But because EU's just done this, and for us, it's kind of like any other day at the office. It's like, oh yeah, beat NA again, whatever. I mean, it's just normal. Like nothing's gonna be trending. You know, this is just expected after all the years of domination internationally that EU's become used to. Like on this side of the Atlantic, this is just what we call Saturday. You know, like you guys might call this the greatest day for North American Rocket League. If NA were winning. Yeah, that's 2 days of NA versus EU league play, then 1 day of playoffs for the top 6. And yeah, looking at the North American teams here, I mean, it's probably just going to be a European top 6 playoffs at that point.
Oh, you
so,
feel that way? You feel that way, huh?
Nah, we're not worried.
Yeah.
You guys can just take the day off.
Interesting you're saying that, Johnny.
Yeah, you guys can just take that day off.
Players, so.
Either way, the results are all European teams, the top 6 in order, and this matters because of the page playoff system that we'll get into the next stage. Is Smellsworth, Jesse, Johnny Boy, Cole, Razmathor, and then Shogun. All these teams got at least 2 wins other than Team Cole, which had 5 draws, no losses, and because of that, got more points. We then get into the playoffs, and the way that it works in a page playoff system, the higher seeding you have, the further you advance in the tournament. So as you can see, Razmathor versus Shogun as the 5-6 seed, Johnny versus Cole as the 3-4 seed, and then Jesse and Smellsworth get an automatic bye into the semifinals as the 1st and 2nd seed. Smellsworth is on the bottom part of the bracket because he wants to play the losers as compared to the winning team out of the 3rd, 4th round. So with that, Razmathor plays Shogun, beats him 4-2. Shogun leaves immediately as the 6th seed. 5th seed progresses. Razmathor ends up surprising a lot of people. Even though he comes in as the 5th seed against North America, his team carries it all the way to the grand finals and ends up winning the entire thing convincingly. Team Cole gives him a really good fight in that lower quarterfinal, but other than that, he 4-1 Smellsworth in the semifinals and then 4-1's Johnny Boy in the grand finals, which is actually pretty insane. I don't know, just because people are like, yep, we're done, we already smacked North America, we're out, or what, but man, some of these matches are crazy. As you guys can probably see some of the highlights over the top, the biggest thing with the grand finals is there's 3 overtimes in that bad boy. Right in the middle of it, games 2, 3, and 4. Game 4 is actually the only game that Johnny Boy's team wins. It 2 minutes and 40 in OT, 3-2, but everything else is pretty close. All 1-goal games except for the very last game in the grand final, but across the board, overall, it just became Europe fighting each other, and it's actually kind of silly. I was out of town for the weekend and came back to just seeing all the memes and stuff online, all the banter and trash talk and all this kind of stuff. And it was absolutely hilarious watching. Yukio obviously had a phenomenal tweet about the situation, but again, it's just fun to see, even though these are lighthearted and aren't meant to be serious, still a lot of money on the line, still good banter, still good content being produced, again, by Johnny Boy as he continues to carry the off-season. With Dazzlin, I think, having one coming up, I think, next week. The details for Wave Dash are around the corner. But it's awesome to see that these options are being presented. The fact that it's a multiple day event, there's a lot of interaction and a lot of different abilities for people to stream. Wish I got to be a captain. I think this would have been an absolute blast. But again, massive round of applause to everybody involved, both production wise as well as directly involved on the broadcast, as well as all the players. Getting and coordinating this many players together to come and compete is not an easy thing to do. So I'm glad they were able to do it for everybody to tune in. Also, there was a lot of mixing and changing because of the rosters and stuff and people giving players to other people because some just didn't show up or weren't able to attend due to vacations and stuff like that. So again, there was definitely some hiccups throughout the tournament. There was a lot of things that changed up the way that things were going to play out. And teams didn't necessarily, or captains didn't necessarily get to play with their roster that they drafted. But again, it was really exciting to watch all these come together. And honestly, for Razmathor to go and start in the lower 2 seeds and then bounce all the way back and make the grand final and win it convincingly is actually pretty sick. Massive round of applause to everybody involved. $27,000, $7,500 going to Razmathor. He also gets 100 gifted subs. Johnny Boy at 4,500, Smellsworth and Team Jesse at 3,000, and then it goes down from there from 5 to 12th. At the very bottom, Dazarin's team automatically gets $500, and obviously it increases by 100 from there. So really cool stuff for everybody involved. The players got something for their efforts, even if they did go 0-6. And it's just a cool event. Really cool concept, really cool and fun way to showcase a draft event that we don't really get often. I started my commentary career in the community doing a tournament which was called Captain Draft, where players who were high ranked picked other players and then kind of built a team. But this time it's all professional players and it's really cool. So same thing I kind of did with the Brawl at times, but ultimately a really fun event and just fun to showcase all the different talent. Some that were not weighted as heavily as others might. You do get to see the showcasing of talent that doesn't get the limelight as much as the high flashy mechanical players that everybody knows and boasts about. So cool stuff all around. Salt Mine Atlantic Draft finally concludes. And unfortunate for North America, better luck next time because it was ugly. That is going to wrap it up for the recap of the Salt Mine Atlantic Draft. Again, massive round of applause to Johnny Boy and everybody else behind the scenes putting this stuff together for the community to watch. If you guys didn't get enough highlights or anything like that, links to everything in the description down below if you'd like to go check out the individual broadcasts and VODs. I'm sure Johnny Boy will be uploading a bunch of it as well. And if you guys do have any additional questions, comments, concerns in the comments down below, let me know. And while you're down there, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, let me know what other things you'd like me to talk about, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Oh, there's no way. Oh my god, there's no way. Oh my god, there's no way 6 EU teams just made it, dude.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I could see the memes. Oh, I could just see them all coming in, dude. Oh no. Oh god, dude. It's so much pain, dude. Oh, we're gonna get roasted for so long. Oh my god, we suck, dude. Oh lord. Oh my god, everyone's gonna talk trash about us, dude.